Okay, so this is the jaw piece that I had at the zombie walk after it's been removed. So you can see some of the Sculpt Gel has been pulled away, but a little bit is still on there. So this jaw piece is made out of a resin called Trowel-On 60, and you can see it at the back here, and it's a little bit flexible. I really should have covered all of this in Sculpt Gel. It would have made it more comfortable against my face and would have adhered it better because there's a lot of space here which didn't come in contact with my skin. But yeah, so these are the teeth embedded in it. And the nice thing about having the Sculpt Gel on top of here is if you want the effect of having the muscle being ripped away from the bone, you know, if you're into that, then it does come away quite nicely, and I'll try and demonstrate it here. So you can just kind of rip this off here. It's a good big piece. So once the plastiline's removed from the jaw and the teeth are removed to cast it, it looks like this. I've coated this one, I've coated it in an acrylic clear lacquer, like a clear spray paint, so that it's easier to take out of the mold. It doesn't get destroyed as easily. Around the back it's pretty rough. I didn't really smooth it out very well. That's where the teeth were. And then I wasn't really sure how to mold it. I've since learned you can use things like Pinky Seal or Clone Effects, the body casting silicones to do it, which would have been better. I used just a Plasteline gel 10 and poured it in around it and wasted a lot of silicone, and then I had to cut it in half, and it's just like disaster. So don't copy this because I don't know what I'm doing, but that's what the mold ended up looking like. So I'm going to put the resin inside here. I'm using Trowel-On 60, and it's mixed ratio of 1:1, but by weight, not by volume, and you can see here that you need to mix it up quite well. Really thick and hot. Really thick and really hot. I'm going to start spreading this into the mold as best I can. Clean that up a little bit. And then you leave that for 2 hours before it can be demolded. same gel piece. I've given it a rough clean so you can see some colour remains, but I'll go over that anyway. So I like to use glue tack, this. Just place the teeth in there so that I can hold them up while I put adhesive on the back. I'm going to use prosthetic to stick them in. So I'm going to apply prosthetic into the teeth holes here, and I want to put on the teeth and then wait for it to dry before pressing them together. Because prosthetic is a contact adhesive, you do have to wait until it dries clear and then push quite firmly. Okay, now we wait for it to dry. It's been a while and there's still bits of wet glue in there, so I'm just going to get a cotton bud in there and remove some of it, because I put too much in. Now, start from this side. So there's a dent where it goes into. Oop, just slide in there. And I want to put some pressure on it. It's making the wet glue come out, so I'm going to put pressure on it now and then put pressure on it again in a little bit. So the fake teeth that I use come in packets like this. The supplier that I bought them from online says they're currently unavailable. Usually the molars come in a pack like that. And then this is the upper teeth. So there's usually 4 of these upper and lower molars and upper and lower front teeth in each pack. I'm going to help cement these with the Sculpt Gel when I apply that in a jaw colour, in a gum colour. As the glue dries, you can keep coming back and keep pushing it down until it's completely dry and more stable. It's looking like this at the moment. Pretty well stuck in. I'm not gonna fall out unless you're really pushing them. I'm gonna make a gum colour which is going to go around the top and around the back and just kind of keep it all in place. So I'm going to use clear Sculpt Gel for that and silicone pigments. And I've got 3 tools that I'm using. I've got a double-sided wax spatula, another spatula, and this little tiny pointed metal tool which I got as part of a pack of nail art brushes for like $1 on eBay from China. And it's not very durable, like this is pretty sure it's made out of cardboard, but this end is really handy to get into little details.
Either God or Muhammad
2 people
or Ganesh
with a bit of time to kill in the middle of the day You're both getting on a tram in Melbourne, the city they live. There is no chance of that. That is absolute proof of a higher power. That's it. I'm sorry, forgive me. Well, actually, Forgive Me is the name of this track by House Rock on Triple J. We'll be back with John Sopran after this. Let's put it positive.
It was difficult to begin with because just 3 months prior to my